What we're going to discuss today is how do we act after we receive the census results. We all at schools, if we are in charge of well-being, if we are in charge of students' happiness, if we are only champions of the census that the KHDA is conducting, we receive our reports and we look at the reports and all we see is numbers and graphs. And we start asking ourselves questions. What can we do? Where do we move from here? Who do we involve in the school? Shall we involve everyone who is in the school? It doesn't work. Shall we involve everyone in the school? Is this a top secret? We don't want anyone to know about our results. What if the parents know about it? What if the students, they know that we are not doing well in this or we are doing very well in this? What about the teachers? Will we be spreading negativity between our teachers, our staff members? So all of this we're going to take you through based on our experience in Ittihad private school. We're part of the reference group with the KHDA. So last year's results was our second year result that we got because we were piloting the program with KHDA with other, I think, 12 or 14 schools from Dubai. So we have two data to look at. 16, 17, 17, 18, and we are waiting to receive our this year data. So the first thing I would like to stress on is something that I always tell my team in the school. It's the big mistakes that we all fall into. Number one, our data is not a secret from anyone. It is fine to share it with everyone in the school. Students should know about it. Teachers should know about it. And the most important is the senior management. Sometimes you feel that your senior management is a little bit away from well-being. They know we have someone who is taking care about it, but they need to go into the details of the data, because these are the decision makers in your school. Whatever decisions they are taking in the school will affect the students' well-being, whether it's timing, it's assessment, it is events that are happening in the school, students' involvement, student council, it all comes from the senior management. When I'm talking about the senior management, I'm talking about the director of the school or the principal, the section principals, elementary, high school, whatever you call them in your schools, head of departments as well, because these people are the key people in your school. It is working? This one. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna skip whatever we covered. Okay, so we've mentioned how are we going to share it, who are the people we share it with, and so what? What if we shared our results with everyone in the school? What is going to happen now? Where do we go from there? We've mentioned the big mistakes that we talked about. Is it a secret? No, it's not a secret. Share your information with everyone in the school, with students, senior management, and teachers and staff members. There's still a big discussion about parents in our school. We are planning to share it with the Parents' Council, and not everyone from the parents, but to be honest, we did not try sharing anything with the parents yet. So this is kept to you, but we shared it with the senior management, the teachers and staff, and the students. The other thing that is also a big mistake that we always do whenever we get data, we start looking at the points of weaknesses, or the things that we did not do well at. So the first thing we start looking when we start flipping our data booklet, we start looking at the red parts. Oh, we have 20% of our students that say we have bullying happening in the school. We have 34% of the students are saying they don't have good relationship with the teachers. We need to flip our way of thinking and start looking at the good points first. And we're going through this now. As I mentioned before, we have to share the data with our senior management. As we said, the senior management are the people that are the decision makers in our school. So last year when we received our census results, there was the big workshop that the KHTA does in March usually. They are planning to do another one this year in March. The people I asked to go with me were the senior management. I did not call teachers. I called the principals of the sections, high school principal, elementary principal, KG, and the counselors in the school, because these are the people who will help me spread the results and the data we want to share with everyone else. And then from there, we sat together and we started highlighting what do we need from this data. And then we moved to our students. In the end, the students' well-being is their own well-being. Everyone affects everyone, but if you feel well as a person, you are able to spread this well-being to other people, because you feel happy, you feel satisfied, you feel confident, trusted. So what we tried to do in our school is we took we selected some students. We asked the principals to help us to collect some students from the student council. We also ensured to have students who are not high achievers in the school, because these are the students maybe who are saying that we are not doing well at this. I feel there's cyberbullying. We also asked students who were shy. They don't speak a lot. They don't communicate a lot with the administration. We tried to have different types of students: high achievers, active students, students with a little bit of behavior issues, students that are shy and quiet. And we sat together and we looked at the data all together. And from there, we started getting what we want. And then we moved to our teachers and staff members. In our school, we have specific days, and I think all the schools, they do the same for professional development days. So part of the professional development is we met with the teachers of grades 6 to 9, which are the teachers of the students who are doing the census, and we put all the data in front of them, and we started working with them. And from there, we started highlighting what are we doing well in the school, and how can we take this experience and to improve other things that we need to improve in our school. What do we mean by this picture? Whenever we look at a butterfly, a beautiful, charming, colorful butterfly, this butterfly started from where? From another mother butterfly. So it is a cycle. So what I'm trying to say over here is that start to look and highlight the positive things that you see in your data. Do not directly say, oh, we're not doing well at this. Start to look at the things that are working very well in your school, the things that you are proud of, the things that you want everyone to see. And what we did with the senior management, and then when we moved to the students, and then when we moved to the teachers, is that we started looking at 3 main points that we see are working very well in our school. And we started putting, why do we think? What are we doing as a school when we worked with the senior management? As a senior management, what decisions are you taking? How are you helping everyone to make this category, like being safe at school? This was one of the things that our students had a very good percentage. Everyone, like majority of the students said they feel safe at the school. What are we doing different as a management? So we listed the things. We moved to the students. Why do you think students were saying that we feel safe at school. How are the students seeing safety in the school? Maybe we see it as a senior management in a different way. We're trying everything, but the students are seeing it in a different perspective. So we started listing with the students. Safety is one of the key points. Senior management, what do we do different? Students, what do you think the school is doing different? You as a students are doing different. And then we move to the teachers. You as teachers, what do you think the school is doing to make safety very well and everyone feels safe in the school? And we move to the second point, and then we move to the third point. So this is how it works. A very good thing that is happening in the school, laying eggs, what are we doing different? Moving into a caterpillar, into a cocoon, and then to move to another beautiful and charming butterfly. For example, I'll go into more details with you. We said safety is one of the key points. What are we doing well? We have a very good policy about safety of the students when they move from section to section, when they want to go to the clinic, when they want to leave early, if they come late to the school. Security team is very well trained. We have a child protection policy that is happening in the school, and everyone is aware about, from the teachers, from the nannies, from everyone who works in the school. We have counselors all around the school, so students feel safe that they can go and talk about their problems with other people. They feel secure if they shared anything that is worrying them. And then we took this point, and then we moved to another point. Bullying was one of the points that we were not happy about. Although it's the same as other schools in Dubai, but we felt like we did not notice that bullying is happening as much as the students see it happening in the school. So we started looking at what are we doing well in safety, and how can we implement these strategies to make well-being, to make bullying be less happening in our school. And again, we have three perspectives to look at: administration, how they see it; teachers, how they see it; and students, how they see it. So you have now different ideas. Other thing we did when we started looking at what we're doing well in safety is that we talk a lot about it, we discuss it in every meeting. It's the priority that we talk about whenever we have the orientation with our new teachers. Let's look about bullying. Do we do the same in bullying? Why is bullying happen? So we did a mini survey in our school to the students to ask them to dig more into bullying. What is happening? Because the questions from the census are very wide questions, like very general questions. Do you feel bullying happens every week, every month, every whatever? So we had our own survey for the students, and we gave it to the students electronically, and then we got the feedback from them, and we started having information what is happening in bullying in our school. And then again, looking at the mother butterfly, which is the things that we are doing well in the school, and how can we take this experience to improve things that are not working well in the school. More and more examples, but I know we started late, so I don't want to take a lot of your time. We also have another point that we were a little bit worried about, anxiety. Anxiety and worries were also high in our school, so we feel like, oh, we try to work a lot with our students. What is happening? Again, we're doing very well in the connection between the teachers and the students. But at the same time, students still feel worried about their future. They are anxious about what they're doing in the school. So we looked at what do we do well in other things, and how can we implement it in anxiety and worries. We created an online application that we started in our school called My Vision, from Sheikh Mohammed's book, how he moved Dubai from a desert to the first city in the world. So each student has to go online on the application. They see their marks from the previous year, and they start putting like a goal setting sheet. They start looking, where do we want to achieve, and what can I do to achieve my goals, and what steps do I have to work, what do I expect from teachers to help me, how can the administration help me, and then a social goal away from the academics. I use social media a lot. I want to lose weight. I don't speak a lot about things that annoy me. So they mentioned this social goal as well. We related it to our MAP results. I don't know how many of the schools they do MAP as well. And then from there, this application is online for the students. We look again at the application in the mid of the semester. Where are you reaching? Do you think you are reaching your goal? What did you do from the steps that you have set for yourself? And then at the end of the term, again, we sit together. Did you achieve your goal? What went well with you? How can we help you? How can we adjust the steps? So we started tackling the worries and anxiety of the school from the experience we had with other things that are working very well in the school. The main point that I'm trying to tell you is that start from the positive side of your report, and then move to your works that you need to work on. Never receive the report and start looking at the red color. Start looking at the green color in your report. Highlight the things that are working very well in your school. Put the reason why is it working well, and I'm going to share with you a copy of the papers that I used when we sat with the administration, and when we sat with the senior management, and when we sat with the students, and when we sat with the teachers. It's a 2-sides page, very simple. Anyone who is like working on the report can fill this form. It's not complicated. It's only mentioning what are the main 3 strengths in our school, and each point, what are the things that makes it a strength? What are we doing well over here? And then we move to the other side of the paper and we start working from this part instead of starting working from the circles before putting our target. What are the very good things that we are doing in the school to make things working very well? We list it here, and how can we use it and link it to the things that we need to improve in our school. The papers are here. If you would like to take a copy, I can just pass it around, or if you would like, can you please pass it to the... And you can pass it over here to your friends. This is what we tried to do in our school. You can just share it with everyone. This is what we tried to, Yeah. If you want to, like, I want you to go to your school back, because today or tomorrow we're going to receive our census results. This is something that we tried in our school, and it worked very well. And as I said at the beginning, because we were referenced and we were part of the reference group and we piloted the program the first year, we worked on 2 years' results. So we saw the improvement of the steps that we followed in the school. And we're waiting for the 3rd year, hoping that we will see improvement in more domains or more categories in the census. If you have any questions or anything that you would like to ask in details, I tried as much as I can to go quickly because we started late. As I mentioned over here, we worked on the areas of improvement based on the outcomes that we got from the teachers, from the students, and from the administration. And the most important thing I would like to stress on, KHDA has mentioned, this is a 5 years plan. Well-being, happiness in Dubai is a 5 years plan. So do not, if you see that you have the outcome of your students, your teachers and your senior management team is a lot of things on your table. Don't put everything like on the same table. Put a timeline. We have from now till the end of the year, what are we going to focus on? September till we do our next census in the year after. What are we going to focus on? We have time. We don't have magic sticks and we can say, oh, Ittihad private school, we're facing a problem in bullying, for example. We need to finish this. No, we need to start maybe by tackling physical bullying, and then we move into cyberbullying, and then we move into other things. So don't overstress yourself with the results. This is coming from an experience that we worked at. And when you involve everyone in the school, this will be something that everyone will be thinking about whenever they're doing anything in the school. From the teacher who is in the class, preparing her lesson plan, doing activities with the students, from the activity coordinator who is doing trips and events and planning National Day, Sports Day, whatever, from principals, from supervisors, counselors, whoever is in the school, students themselves, the senior management, changing timing, staffing, everything is, they have the well-being results in their mind. And as I said, timeline, do not stress yourself. We cannot do everything at the same time. So in brief, what we tried to do in our school is we tried to involve everyone in the school. We started looking at the positive points before looking at the negative points, and we have put and set a timeline for ourselves. Don't forget, please, to fill the questionnaire. I think it's right here. You just need to scan the barcode and fill it. And if you have any questions. Yes.
You said that your school is doing very well in student-teacher communication. So what are some of the practices that your school takes? Because I strongly believe, backed by research, that it all starts from student-teacher communication. And if a child is disengaged in learning, they can't perform well. So what are some of the steps that you
Well, in our school, the whole school has an open door policy with students and with parents. So the supervisors, I don't know what you call them in their school, the people in charge of communicating daily basis with the students from behavior issues, absence, lateness, whatever. These people are always in contact with the students. Their offices are directly with the playground, with the area where the students are always found. So they feel, the students feel it easy to go to the supervisor and talk about anything they want to talk. Teachers are always outside with the students. We have a lot of events that we do, teacher-student event, like basketball tournaments, football tournaments. When we plan events like National Day or Sports Day, we have a group of teachers working with a group of students that they work together and plan it together. When we do our My Vision application for setting their goals, this is a thing that the student sits with the teacher and they do it together. So they start talking about everything that the student is facing and what are the goals they want to put. We encourage students to be part of the parent-teacher conference. So the student is encouraged to come with the parents and discuss so many things. So we have this good relation because they see them everywhere. They don't feel like this is my teacher that comes to the class, put the rules, give assignment, and then bye-bye. They're always in contact with the students.
I asked this because in the results it says 54% of students feel they're connected to adults at school, right? So that is still a pretty low percentage. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, we're not doing amazing. We're not like 80% or 90%. But when we compared ourselves to schools in Dubai, we are doing better at this point. And this is, we considered it as something that the school is doing well at, because all the other schools are not the same percentage as we. Yeah. Any other thing? Thank you very much for bearing with me with the technical issues. Thank you.